Hi, I'm Brian McGeehan with Montana Angler Fly Fishing. June is one of the most dynamic months of the entire year. We have highly variable weather and, more importantly, highly variable rivers, streams, and sometimes lakes. That's what makes this month so exciting to fish. June is a great month to fish waters throughout Montana, and we're going to talk about a few tips that'll help you be more successful. One of the most important tips if you're fishing early in June is to make sure you're targeting fishable waters. Early June is typically when we experience our runoff and a lot of our rivers become high. Some of the best fisheries to target this time of year are going to be our spring-fed fisheries or spring creeks. These are fed by groundwater and are completely detached from the mountain snowpack system. Another great option in early June is to fish tailwater fisheries. These are where rivers exit large lakes below reservoirs. Those lakes and reservoirs moderate the flows, producing clear fishable waters downstream. And finally, June is an excellent time to fish still waters such as ranch lakes or large reservoirs. A second tip when you're fishing in the month of June is to pay very close attention to the stream gauges that allow you to see how high and how low the rivers are. Fortunately, these are available over the internet through the U.S. Geological Survey. You can get on and see in real time what the river's flowing at any moment. This is important both on tailwater fisheries below dams, where they might release one day or drop releases the next. It's important on rivers that are fed by the melting snowpack. When the rivers are rising, the fishing can be a little tougher. When they stabilize or fall, we can find some excellent fishing. Another tip when you're fishing in June is your fly selection. We're talking about the entire state here, so this is fairly broad. But in the beginning of June, there's not a whole lot of dominant hatches, and the trout are very opportunistic. Often, you're fishing higher flows. Fish bigger patterns, a big morsel of food that a big fish is gonna move for, a crayfish imitation, a sculpin, a worm pattern, a large salmon fly nymph. As we move later into June, waters are compressing and dropping. We're also seeing more insects. And in general, as we move later into June, we need to begin downsizing our fly selection and also paying attention to more imitative patterns of something that's hatching at the time. If you're fishing in the second half of June, it's really critical that you orient yourself with the kind of insects that you're gonna see emerging that time of year. This is one of the most prolific times of the year for aquatic insect emergences. Different rivers have a different sequence or a different assemblage of aquatic insects you can encounter. For example, on the upper Madison River, expect to see salmon flies and golden stones and yellow sallies, maybe some pale morning duns. If I'm on the Missouri River tailwater, I'm gonna see caddis and lots of pale morning duns. If you're out fishing in the last 2 weeks of June, you really need to know what insects you're going to encounter. That's gonna dictate what's in your fly box and whether you have a chance to be successful or not. A final tip when fishing Montana in June is to pay very close attention to the temperature of the water. You can carry a thermometer with you or just frequently put your fingers in the water and you'll get a sense as the day goes on how much that water temperature is changing. It's not uncommon for water temps to change 7, 8, 9, even 10 degrees from early in the morning at their coldest to late afternoon at their warmest. This is going to dictate when the fish are most active. In June, that's generally going to occur with the warmest water temperatures of the day when they hit the 60s or mid 60s, when a lot of our insects are going to emerge. If you're fishing early in the morning, you're gonna have to find those fish that are resting and target them there. If you're out later in the afternoon, that's when you'll find the most active fish in the month of June.